Hello everybody, it's me. Welcome back to the video. Now, in this video, I am going to be taking a look at Monolugg. Now actually, I have a kind of funny story talking about this thing because I originally thought I had broken the system. So a while back, I had gotten a DM of someone saying, yo, you know how they remove Icy Bite in Monolugg, right? Well, there's a way to bypass it. And I was like, huh? So I kept reading the messages. This was a while back, by the way, so I don't really know. I kind of forgot who sent it to me, but this was not my idea. And they said Bolduo actually still has Icy Bite. So I was like, oh, okay. So I kind of shelved the idea in my head. So I was like, okay, let me try it today. So I grabbed a Monolugg or a Pebblet, and I leveled it up. I evolved it into Bolduo. Lo and behold, there was Icy Bite. So I grabbed Icy Bite, and it seemed completely fine. Everything was completely normal. I had a Monolugg that had Icy Bite that had previously been removed for being too good. But then I had to get some print moves on it. So I left the server, and I went to the Doodle printing facility, and it turned into do nothing. It is so sad because what Bolduo can learn, Monolugg can't, which yes is a way you can balance Bolduo, but then again, that could make it very, very strong as a gold laminate user. Even then, I just don't think gold laminate Bolduo is better than Monolugg, seeing as the fact that you can use crayons on Monolugg for recovery, whereas you can't do that on gold laminate Bolduo. But yeah, anyway, with that little story out of the way, let's hop straight into it. Here, I've got my Monolugg. I have health and defense. We have such a freakishly high defense stat. It's kind of crazy. Funnily enough, we have equal, like, attack, magical attack, magical defense, and speed. They're pretty equal. It's funny. And then we have the trait strong armor. If this Doodle is hit with a contact move, boosts their defense, which is really nice because it's able to help us beat annoying melee attackers like maybe Frigale, though that thing can burst through pretty much anything and it'd be completely fine. You can also do pretty well against Henchum, pretty much any melee attacker that can't hit you super effectively, which not many things can hit you super effectively because of your pure earth typing, which is a solid defensive typing, resisting crystal, immune to electric, resisting poison, and it is weak to water, ice, and plant. And generally, it's an okay defensive type. And it also resists fire. It's a pretty good defensive type. And offensively, it's pretty strong too, though it is immune by air types. But we also have reuse crayons for recovery. And if you look here, we have our Toughen, Landslide, Venom Bite, and Shield Bash. What's nice about Venom Bite on this is that you can actually hit air types that are immune to Landslide. But if they ever add a metal flying type, then this thing is pretty much fully walled, which does kind of suck. Then we also have Shield Bash, which pairs pretty well with Toughen and Strong Armor, being able to throw a very, very powerful move. I think Toughen would still be a bit stronger due to it being a stab and having a higher base power. And speaking of Landslide, this is also a pretty solid move. I definitely think Earthquake's going to be a lot better once that gets introduced onto Monolugg, which is actually going to happen on the next key, which will give it Earthquake. And then with Toughen, we can boost our attack and our defense, which makes us even bulkier on the melee defense side, while also boosting our attack, which boosts Landslide and Venom Bite. And then with the equipments here, we have Doodad, Ornate Necklace, and Pizza Slice. We're just trying to be defensive and do damage. I guess you could also switch this out for, does there anything that gives you, like, health? I'm not entirely sure, but you could maybe switch this out for something like Feathered Hat could work. Like, I just think Doodad's a bit better because you get that little bit of defense. And yeah, overall, these things gonna be pretty solid. Hope you guys are excited. I am. So let's hop into the first battle. I thought we were over with this. I thought it was finally done. It's not. Corey Furnius is still real with a freaking Fruitoad double regenerator core. I mean, at least our Earth move is incredibly powerful to throw off here. I don't really see how exactly he can stop me from throwing that out, and it's gonna be pretty solid. I'm just going to Voltatu. I mean, if they go Koryu, then I guess I'll die. Yeah, this is gonna be great. Yeah, that makes sense. You're just gonna Icy Slash. Yeah. Yeah. Shoot. I thought I was done. I thought we were done with this. I thought it was finally over. I could have gone into Aluminja there, which could have made a bit more sense. But I do think Grotto was the... You're gonna get wrecked. You're using literally the best things in the game, along with a Sumo and a Cerebopod. I don't really see how you can lose. That's the thing. Let me heal up here. So... I thought it was over. I thought it was over. You go, Jira. I thought it was over. I thought finally we were free from this horrible, horrible moment. But no. Nuh-uh, they're still here. They are still here. And they're still kicking. They're still kicking. They have a Fruto, which they can send in against Inferno. They have an Infernius, which they could go into against Inferno. They have everything into my... I think Alum's gonna have to set up and then hit Koryu, hit Inferni, do something. Because you can just go into Fruto here. You can also go into Infernius. Right? It's like either I Burning Orb on Frutoad, or I Siphon Soul on Infernius. Right? It's one of the two. I think I'll go with the latter and Siphon Soul. He literally lost no health there, huh? I thought we were done with this. I thought at last there was peace. But peace cannot exist when there's broken things and people will abuse it. Now, if I can get a Burning Orb off on this thing, oh, I would be ecstatic. Ecstatic. I realistically only need to kill Jira, and then I could probably beat down the rest of his team. Let me Burning Orb here. And I do get my burn off, which is absolutely incredible for me. He goes for Belch, which does hinder me quite badly, but I think Jira in and of itself is solid. I could go Voltatu, which then if he hit and runs, I go to Koryu, but then that's horrible for me because then I have Grotto into Icy with like a Dark Slash, but even then I take it better than I did as a crit. So then I could Body Slam into Jira, doesn't do anything, I just have to heal, then I have to go back into Dayferno, which then I go back into this, then I can Hex. So yes, that works. It gets me some damage on Frutoad in the end. If they play exactly how I want them to. So yeah, they take out here. Then they go Koryu. So in the end, this should work out perfectly for me. Then I go into Grotto. And then I heal. He just has to do everything I want him to do, that's the thing. This guy has to do literally everything I want him to do. Let's heal up. Ow. Killing this would leave me open to Infernius, but at least I get damage. Okay, he's gonna let me Hydraulic, so I might as well just get as much damage as I can on. I'll take it. That's a worth it exchange. Okay, so now it's up to what he wants to go into. If it comes down to me fighting Infernius, Infernius may even outspeed Jira, which means I can equality. So if I go Jira, I first Rusty to see if he outspeeds me. The problem is Infernius now is a very, very big threat. I could also go into this. Let's try Monolugg. Monolugg could work actually pretty well. Yeah, that is fine. I think this is fine. Let me Toughen. Hemlock hit, I don't think is contact. If he sets up Lingering, that's also fine. Disarm. That does give me my strong armor. And then I also Toughen. So my Shield Bash is ridiculously strong into him right now. Shield Bash is really, really good into his team. Because Infernius doesn't work because then you're getting hit by +2 Shield Bash. So let me Shield Bash. Say Hemlock. Yep, does almost no damage, and I get my strong armor boost as well, so I'm technically at +3 with my shield bash. Oh, massive damage, the crit as well. Okay, that's really good. So I can shield bash again, which their basic resists are very, they basically have none. So Monolugg is actually going to put in some really good offensive work this game. Let's shield bash. And if they sack off Jira, that's really good for us. Okay, so now they want to go into Infernius to kill, which now they do thanks to the chip with Aurora, chip with poison and the spiky thorns. But we actually kill the Jirasera. So now their only switch is to actually go into Infernius, which then he would Aurora Flash. But we need to see if Jira gets outsped by Infernius. I think it does. Your only option is to go into Infernius. Swift Hook Sumo doesn't kill. Infernius is so clear. Just go into it. And I'm not actually going to be clicking Landslide. So, okay, yeah. So, sacking off Monolugg is completely fine because it doesn't really do anything else from here. So the reason I shield bash instead of landsliding, landslide is technically neutral right now, right? Which means that this would basically just be 100% stronger instead of 150% stronger. But whereas shield bash, normally it would just be neutral, so it doesn't get boosted at all. It's a 75 base power move going into this. But since I'm at +4, thanks to Hemlock hit, Toughen into a Hemlock hit, actually I think I'm at +3. Essentially, it's a little bit stronger, but even then, I'm not going to survive this turn. So, I'm always dead this turn. But, whew, okay. I could honestly also set up, which then opens me up really, really well. But then I don't one-shot it. What I need to do is get some chip on Infernius, but then even then he has Sumo. Now, right here is the key turn, is whether or not Jirasera outspeeds Infernius or not. This is our key turn. Because if Jirasera underspeeds it, that works out perfectly for us. Like, actually perfectly. And nothing should go wrong if this ends up working out. Okay, that goes for Burning Orb. Fireball's gonna do quite a bit of my health. I could go Jayferno, but I kind of want it for Cerebo to burn it and then Hex. Maybe I get hit by a really big fireball. Oh, I needed that crit so badly. I needed him to get that crit so badly. Okay, now this is really good for me. This is really good for me, because when I kill this, I can go into Voltatu, and then we're good. Sumo is such an issue, though. I only have Jayferno. I need to keep Jayferno alive. Jayferno is so important for this endgame. I go Voltatu, and I Thunderstrike. If they go into Fruitoad, I don't know. This endgame is gonna be hard, I think. I have to go into this. I could also just throw out really strong Thunder Strikes, realistically. But I need Jayferno alive. I need it alive. Let's throw a Thunder Strike. Fruitoad. That is interesting to go into, because that does do quite a bit. I mean, if he awakens, he doesn't get any magical defense. He doesn't get any defense when he awakens. He just gets, like, attack, if I recall. Maybe a little bit of magical defense, and that's it. Toxic Bomb doesn't kill me. Toxic Bomb does not kill me. Would he sack this off immediately? Oh my god. Is he gonna give this to me? This is something that he needs alive. But no, he's just gonna switch out because he doesn't want to lose it. Nothing else on his team really wants to take a Thunderstrike, though. If he goes Fruitoad, yeah, Fruitoad definitely comes in here. I could have hit and ran, which would have been crazy. Aluminja is important for this, but I need to know when to play it. I need to be able to set up safely and not get burned. That's the thing. I need to be able to click the move I want to click. Problem is, if I do that, I get 1 kill, and then I'm low, and then he can always go into Sumo, which then can just hit me with a Swift Hook, and then it's dead. Then after that, we would be relying on Dayferno to win, which then would just be a Siphon Soul twice into that. Then they go into this. No. I don't... I would have... The only way I win is if he doesn't play well. He knows he can spam Rust, but I know he can't stay here forever. He will end up dying before I die. It'd be so nice to have a Mind type right now. Okay, if I hit and run, go Dayferno, we're good. And then I can Siphon Soul. Or do I just Hex? Like, if I Hex, I get to kill Fruitoad. You know? Oh. You are a horrible person. Maybe if I could Burning Orb this. If I could burn this Cerebopod A, I think... No, wait. That means... Would he be lingering? Is he lingering poison? No, he's Tsunami then. I'm gonna get hit by Tsunami. No. Okay, that was useless. I should have just clicked Hex. This person is... This is impossible to win. I don't see a win. I don't see how to win. I mean, this person is being the most lame they possibly could. Only way I win is getting Aluminja on the field. Somehow. I need to keep Dayferno alive. Everything I need to have is alive. I might just pause until we get to the end. I'm going to do that. And I'll let you guys know what happens. I managed to get Aluminja on the field, and I clicked Sharpen. Got hit by Psycho Force. So he switches. Okay, he loses that. Gonna go straight into Sumo, probably. Just a Swift Hook. That makes sense. But I'm making progress. Actually, if I just hit him with an FTL, can I go into this and then I'm free to Hex? I wonder. I mean, you're just gonna Swift Hook. Actually, I'm gonna go to Voltatu. Okay. I don't need this anymore at all. It doesn't do anything. It's walled by both of these things. I get a good airstrike. Oh my god. You did lose because my Hex is good now. Because if you go into Fruitoad, I switch into this on your Rust, I think. No. Did I win? I don't think I did. I would need to kill Fruitoad with a Daze. But I think I have to go into Dayferno. Like, Daze doesn't kill. I have to go Dayferno to Hex. That's my only option. I don't know what else to do. Oh, it's takeout. Okay, that's fine. I can hope maybe get a burn off on Cerebopod A. I'm worried about... I'm just gonna spam Siphon Soul and hope it works. If they go into Fruitoad, fine. They could expect a Burning Orb though, go back into Fruitoad, but then I just need to Hex spam. After that, I get a hit off on this. Cerebopod can't one-shot. Okay, no, this actually is winnable, I think. No, this is winnable. This person is so lame, though. What they're using is just overly proportionately lame. They just want to win, but they hinder themselves using Sumo. And that's just kind of crazy. Okay, I need a Hex. I'm pretty sure Hex should kill. Then I can Burning Orb this into a Hex, which then is a Dark Slash. Or I just Hex. I know Hex can kill. Okay, then I just Burning Orb. Or do I just spam Siphon? At this point, I think I just spam Siphon and live as long as I can. Huh. First battle is 20 minutes long because this person uses super lame stuff. Like, jeez, look at this. They have Fruitoad, Girocera, like, Awakened Cerebopod. They were just so lame. Question, what's a good counter to Deferno? No. You don't deserve one. I mean, a decent counter is Fruitoad in and of itself. He has one, but I was able to beat it. Ugh. It was so annoying. I should be able to get one more of these off. He doesn't have Tsunami or Rust. Wow. This battle took way too long. Like, this is such a... I did not like it. Like, this is such a long, long, long battle. This is why I like to use Siphon Soul on Deferno. I just think it's better. Because in these situations where they're not running a water-type move, I think it's fine. Their whole team, their team did kind of lose to Deferno. They had two good ways of beating it, being Infernius and Fruitoad. They could have kept cycling between those two, but once I burned the Fruitoad, I was like completely fine. I think I can also live one more with the Siphon Chip or Siphon Healing. Finally. It's over. I don't want to bore people at the end, so I'll pause till we get there. Oh my god, it ended. I hope no one has to go through that. Ever. I'm like slightly traumatized from the fight I just had to go through, and now I gotta fight a Fragale with... This is not that horrific, but hey, let's do this anyway. I do like Alum here. Because, I mean, I don't know at this point. That was just so boring. Ugh. Kadire lead. Bubble makes sense. I think that's a good Grotto switch, but then they have Daze or Clumsy Swing. So it's hit and run. No, I mean, would they be 4 attacks? I always like 4 attacks on things. Like, if I have a chance to not use a setup move, I'll probably take it. Not because I don't like setup, but... Oh, sick. Wait, free hit and run off on this. Is that Burning Body? It looks like it. Yeah, that's not Jetpack, so I get a very, very good I get a very good... I can threaten landslide. But what if I Venom Bite on Frigale? What if I'm that insane? What if I'm that ballistic to do that? I'm gonna do it. Am I insane? I'm just built. Did that one shot? Did that crit? I win. That was the only threatening thing on its entire team. Okay. As they go into that, which... Could I toughen into a Venom Bite? I mean, I outspeeded, but I think Dayferno was just a completely free counter to this. Like, it's just insane how much Dayferno actually countered. The video I made, just... Dayferno was such a good counter to everything that is, like underrated things you don't see very often. It's so good at countering them. It's just so good at it. 1,000 Needles, like, look. Yeah, we took half our health, but what does it matter? We can still beat it. We could throw out a Fireball and then reveal whether it's Fire Body or Fire Up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. If he's quick to switch, then I know what it is. If you go Bubble, I think I Burning Orb. Unless I burn it. It does Quad Resist. It's definitely an Awakened Bubble. No way it's not. I could go Jira, which is fine. And if he's ranged, which he definitely isn't, he's probably just gonna Icy Punch here would realistically be his best move. Yeah, Icy Punch is his best move. Gets me to about half my health. Now that's a roll that I don't know if it's my favorite or not. And if I tank it, I'm in a really good spot and I just get to one-shot this thing. So let's see. So he switches actually into Bronzok. Yeah, that makes sense. Quad resisting, that is good. Very solid defensive typing by Bronzok here. Then could we just go Monolugg? Sharpen. Okay, so now we are very free to throw out a Landslide. The reason it's free to throw out Landslide... Oof. Okay, now if he clicks Bonk one more time, we actually can tank it. But we're actually going to be able to take this... It's actually Lethal Ornament with Sharpen max speed, maybe? Not sure, but that's a very interesting Bronzok set. Though usually it's used defensively thanks to its incredible typing. But hey, whatever. Whatever. Okay, so this coming in is completely fine. We can deal with this very easily with Grotto, which then also we get to Awaken and then throw a very solid Body Slam, which they don't have many ways of beating. And they're actually Lethal Ornaments, so we take that very, very well. So we get to Awaken here, and we get our free Body Slam, which their only switches are these two things. Which if he Wait, what? He switched immediately, looks like. So that's Water Absorb, okay. And that is a roll that if that was my highest possible roll, I'm good. If it's not, then I could lose this, loses me Kadiri. Then I lose 2 Kadiri if this happens. But I can beat it with Alum, which then can be paired with Medi. Which could be annoying. I'm willing to risk it, why not? I outspeed this thing anyway. And Swift Hooks, that's a lot. Okay. Now, the only way I can now beat Kadiri with Grotto is if I can sack something, then go... I need to sack something to Kadiri, then go Grotto. I think also Girastera could tank at least 1 hit, which is honestly pretty solid. So here, I think we go... Do I need Dayferno at all? No, Dayferno's pretty much useless from here on out, so we can just go Dayferno second, get a Burning Orb off on this thing so it's crippled. Maybe even Fireball if I wanted to. Like, Fireball also works pretty well. The reason Fireball works is because I can get free damage, and if they go Bubble, I just Burning Orb after that. Plus, this just gives me damage, but also I could just cripple this thing. And then, but if it's burned, I don't really know, like, I'm not thinking Burning Orb is better. I think I just want to get damage on this thing. Lewis Prayer. Okay, so he just wants to heal all of his health back. So, okay, he's healing as well. So yeah, Burning Orb is the better option. Burning Orb. do tank at that, actually. Means I get to fireball twice. So now this should actually give him way less health. Yup. Now that he's burned, he's crippled. He can't really do a whole lot against me now. Realistically, his best option is to just kill this straight up while taking a bunch of chip in the process. Probably to about where my mouse is. Oh, a little bit more. That's very nice. Yeah, so that was the best option. And now we can threaten to kill this thing with Monolugg, which is really nice. I could also go into Alum and win the game on the spot, which I think is what I'm just going to do. Alum just wins the game immediately. So I can just click Sharpen. Night comes out. We take some fine damage, but we win the game now with FTL Assault into a Daze into an FTL Assault. I mean, if he goes into Kadire first and it is Guilt, then that shows that I can't one-shot the bubble. But even then, I have Jirasera, which can take at least one hit from the bubble. And if I can't take the hit from the bubble, I can go into Grotto, which can't take the hit from bubble. Then I have to go into Voltati, which can take the hit from bubble. So, honestly, this game is still losable. Okay, first off, they go into this, so that is fine. We can just Daze. I don't think Daze actually kills. Has high melee defense stat. We need to keep Grotto alive, and then we can beat the Kadire. Here, honestly, now I'm kind of curious, how well can Monolugg tank an attack? Now that's what I'm curious about. How well could it tank this hit? It doesn't. Okay. I was curious, okay? I was curious if it could tank it or not, but it couldn't. Let's hit and run. Any contact move they hit me with, they are going to end up dying to, but even then I get my airstrike off, that's fine. I'm going to die to a Kono Cold from the Kadiri. With that, let's go Jirasera and show him that he couldn't beat Jirasera, even if he tried. Just go for a Thunder Strike. We're going to end up dying to a Kono Cold, that's completely fine. I might be getting too ahead of myself because I know that I can get one shot by I could die to an Aurora Flash from Kadiri with Grotto. Even then, I would actually have to tank. Oh, shoot. It might not actually be over. That'd be funny if I get crit in the end, but I might live this because of Cursed Cloak. Okay, it's coming down to whether or not he crits me. I'm down. I'm willing. Though he can't, I don't think he kills me. Like, a crit would be doing enough. That's the scary part about all this. I could tie the game as well. Aurora Flash. Oh, he does crit me. Oh, that's funny. No! This doesn't seem very right. The fact that there's just no one here. Whatever. But anyway, hope you guys did enjoy. And if you did, leave a like and subscribe down below. I know I only did 2 battles, but the first one I think did showcase how strong Monolugg can be. And the second one, it got rid of the Fergale immediately. I don't think Monologue's bad at all. It has partial Jirasera coverage, being able to hit with Earth and Poison moves, which is really, really nice. And I do like it. I think it's fun, but I think there's other better things that I would use. I don't know. Like, Monolugg is fine, but I think there's better Earth types. Like, there's Sir Sablet is a bit better, you know? I don't know. But hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye!